Hi, my name is Ben Tchoubineh from Phoenix TS, and we're at CIC 2023, a really great show here in San Diego, centered on CMMC. And I have with me the great, amazing, a good friend of mine, really a
Yes,
brother from another mother.
indeed, indeed. And we said that many times
Yes,
off
that's
camera.
right, that's right. I know exactly. It's not just for this. Mark Berman, who's the CEO of Future Feed, also worked with me as one of the founding members of the CMMCAB. So we went through the foxhole together.
We
That's for
did
sure.
indeed.
That's for
Yes.
sure. So CIC 2023, what a great show, man! It's really. I'm meeting so many great people. I'm having so many great conversations, going to so many great sessions. Tell me what the concept is and why you decided to put this show together.
The concept is essentially that our adversaries continue to attack us. They want to be us, and they're not, so they don't like us. And no matter what we do, all the talk that we've had since we were on the board together, it really doesn't add up until we get it in place, until we protect our supply chain. It's just that, it's all talk. And for so many of us around the country, we're convinced already the supply chain is leaky. We need to elevate cybersecurity and we have to do something about it. And at some point, somebody has to raise their hand and say, let's not talk about how we should secure the supply chain. Let's do something. That's what CIC is all about.
So workshops, getting
Workshops.
things done together. I've been to a couple sessions, and it was just a lot more discussion. It wasn't just somebody speaking; it's a lot of discussion, and a lot of opinions, and a lot of thoughts, and just thought sharing, right? And of course, doing things, right? So it's a little different than most.
So obviously we're talking at the conference. We're
Yeah.
not, but that's what cyber warriors are. And
Right.
if we're helping to protect the supply chain, we talk and then we do.
Yeah.
But at the conference, what we realized is we have a very special time. There was no CMMC 5 years ago. We had an aspiration, maybe to do a self-attestation that might work, and everybody would optionally do it. And that wasn't working. And we had an aspiration, well, let's come in and let's have people come in and inspect and make sure that if we, the people of America, our government is going to trust contractors with our information, they have to be trustworthy. Well, nobody's done that before.
Yeah.
Okay. So if we're going to start talking about implementation, it's not a fixed thing. We're not teaching people how to do it the perfect best practice that has been worked out for decades. We're figuring that out right now. It is a special time
That's
right
right.
now to be in
The
cybersecurity.
Wild West.
Right. And which means that somebody can stand in front of a podium and they're no different from the people in the audience. Everybody has good ideas, and we wanted to create a safe place. So other than this interview and a couple of other out-of-session items, it's okay here to say, I don't know. It's also okay to say, you know what, sounded great what you said, but you're wrong.
Yeah.
Here's another way to look at it. And so we created this environment where people could develop, figure out how they're going to build their business if they're a contractor, or help contractors. And it is a special time. 10 years from now, there'll be a right way. This is all going to work out.
Yeah.
And a conference might be very different. People will teach and people will learn. Here, we're all learning from each other and we're moving together.
Yeah, that's really great. And you and Jim Gopal from the CMMC Information Institute put this thing together. Why did you pick San Diego?
You want to know the truth?
Yeah.
All right, when we had the idea, we started talking to people in Maryland, which is where I'm from,
Yeah.
and we said, the time is right. We need to start out the new year. It can't be the year of talking again. It has to be the year of doing. We'll invite everybody to Maryland.
Yeah.
And then I would watch their face. You're smiling now, and they'd be like,
yeah.
Maryland in January.
Yeah.
So
Well, it was supposed to be at my location at Phoenix TS.
at your location. Nothing wrong with your location, but the season wasn't right. So we started looking for a place where people could come together, a university that has a major impact.
That's right.
California, I think, is second in terms of government contractors. The West Coast, frankly, has been shunned. So much happens around Washington, D.C. I think the West Coast, California, needs some love. So we wanted to, if we're going to bring the focus onto one place, it seemed like San Diego, with the incredible Navy presence that they have here, it was the right place to do it, and,
right.
and they've been wonderful hosts.
Oh yeah, University of San Diego. It's a beautiful campus, by the way, overlooking the ocean, and it's just.
And it's just past the camera, we can see the Pacific.
That's right.
now.
Yeah. So yeah, you can see it right there. So what? There's all kinds of different also exhibitors who have great services, great tools. Of course, you're exhibiting. So just for the audience, tell us about FutureFeed.
So FutureFeed, it really starts out as a compliance tool because if you don't know where you are, how can you get to where you're trying to go? So, and that's actually what compliance is. It's nothing more than that. Take a snapshot of my business right now. There is some destination. In this case, there are 110 controls in CMMC. If I want to get to the end game, I got to start with what I know, and then I can chart a path to get there, which in our process is POAMs. So what the tool does is it gives you a place to store, a safe place, or in the GovCloud to store that information, but there were a couple of ways that we could do that. And we chose a path that apparently is all our own. So what we did is we said, you could put all the information in spreadsheet style, or you could build a place that when you're done, all that information is in there and it's organized and ready to be used, not for compliance, but for better decision making. What decision maker out there, I'll talk to the camera for a second, what decision maker out there would not like to have all of the information at their fingertips that they need to make strategic, high-level decisions? And the truth is, that's what compliance really does for you as a business owner. It says, sure, government, we're fine. In fact, you can inspect us anytime. But meanwhile, all that information in one place, the next time I have a project to do, I can see all the things that it would affect. I can see the impact on my cybersecurity. I can see the impact on my budget, my bottom line. The high level is what's often ignored in technology. What FutureFeed tries to bring to you is, we got the excuse of the compliance, let's do it, but then let's really use it and make a better company and a more profitable one.
Yeah, we use it at our organization at Phoenix CS, and it certainly has been very helpful just for us to understand our own security stance. Mm-hmm. And you're right, it's not just for compliance. It's not just for CMMC. It's really for you to understand how secure you are. Mm-hmm. Mark, thank you so much for your time.
You're very welcome.
Thank you for all you do. It is great. It is great. I'm having a blast. I'm so energized.
Fantastic.
And honestly, you guys work really hard, and it shows. So thank you.
Okay. Thank you.
Thanks, guys.